always did. That was my problem. She wore the pants. I wouldn't deny that.
Okay, so you're gonna accept this for the rest of your life?
No, I want to know what's your motivation to get in gym constantly. That's my weakness. I start a couple of days, then I'm like, I'm tired.
I want to be exceptional, and I know that there are men like me out there. That's what scares me.
Oh,
The fact that there are men like me in the world is terrible. Like the way I think, how dedicated and driven I am, the fact that there are other human beings that are like me, it keeps me up at night. That scares the fuck out of me. Because I know if they're like me, they won't rest until they conquer the world. So that's all the motivation I need. I don't need motivation to go to the gym. I don't need motivation to make money. I live in a city where motherfuckers I got girls coming to the damn gym and yours. She got my gym. You know who goes to my gym? I'm gonna give you guys a birth. My A-Rod goes to my gym. Odell Beckham goes to my gym. Who else goes to my gym? Like, it's shit unbelievable. I'm in a highly competitive environment.
I just need to get to a point. I just feel like if I go to the gym
Push, baby.
get girls in
Come on.
the future, just be disappointed. So I need to get to a place where I'm doing it for myself, as we said.
But you're doing it for yourself. You're doing it to give yourself leverage. I want leverage. I want to be able to have opportunity. I want to be able to call the shots. Ain't no girl paying me no fucking child support. And I want to be living like a bitch, getting child support, not including my income. So that's all the motivation you need. When does that be accepted?
Last week, I have a little friend here or there, but nothing serious. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You gotta improve your life. It's serious, bro. Or it's you pay $600 for your wife is looking at you like that. Look at that pathetic excuse of a man. She'll respect you more if she pays her house.
Yeah, I know she doesn't respect me, and she moved on quite fast, so I know that she's enjoying her life.
Listen, guys, women never move on from exceptional men. You're not going to worry about your girl cheating on your girl doing this. Yes, you can have a control of what a woman does. But if you are a true winner, do you really think, as women are designed to have rhythms, do you think that women are trying to let go of exceptional men? Motherfuckers who are getting money, fit, handsome, fuck all right. You think they
No, that's what you do.
anytime you want men,
What the fuck? You said on your story like a. That's shit on your story like a.
because if you were really that good, all focus would be on, she would be so worried about losing you that she would be doing everything in her power to be her mind and to please you. Women they treat men who are up here like they're alone. I'm telling you, man, the shit they would do for a guy they really fuck with, you wouldn't even know. So listen, instead of you trying to figure this shit out on your own, right? Because it looks like you're gonna set this life. If you make 110 a year, you have a lot of opportunity to do a lot of things to improve your life. Start actually getting in better shape, right? Start actually putting yourself out there to the track go to actually not right?
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a link in the chat, the link in the chat, right? It's a link for you to click and book a free call. Let me see if I can, if it makes sense for us to work together, maybe if I can possibly help you, take your big life to the next level, your overall life to the next level. Okay?
I appreciate it. Thanks for everything.
Okay. Links in the chat. If not, in 5 minutes, figure it out in the room. You're ready to get an actual life that you're about to call the shots. Links in the chat, man. Book a free call. Let me start it out. Women ain't letting go of exception. Yo, you know fucking like. Imagine every year you make more money. You get more cash. Your biggest mistake. You know, be honest with yourself. If you're getting better and better and better, you'll get up to this. How many yes or no in the chat? Let me know. Imagine if you are more handsome, more rich every year. Is your girl giving? Is your girl giving? It doesn't even work in her brain. Her mind doesn't even work that way. Women literally cannot fathom leaving their best opportunity.
No, we good.
That doesn't even make sense. She'll be so worried about you her ass. If you are studying and improving, all she's going to be doing is panicking and worrying. Alright? Xavier worked the girl. That's because he thought that him being rich and a football player meant that he didn't have to bet his girl. You see, that motherfucker was I think, bro, you tell him go ball for that girl, you gotta make women earn it. An Xavier Ward is an example of a guy who has a lot of shit going for himself, but he doesn't make women earn it. You gotta make yourself earn it. So I'm not saying you go be a baller, and then you say, here, take all my resources and everything. No. You gotta earn that shit year after year. If you make yourself earn every fucking bit of everything, she wouldn't be doing
Pushing
it.
bullshit.
Respect you. So yes, your girl will give you a baller. But I mean, she will give you a baller that's making her earn his validation. Not a baller who's like, here, baby, take everything. You gotta make him his value. Okay? When you talk about vetting girls, a lot of guys don't understand that vetting girls is a process. It takes time. That's why when I say give yourself 2 years to go to become with a girl, guys think I'm crazy. No, bro. Like you gotta vet the girl, bro. You gotta take some time. You don't need a girl and you can say, here's a relationship. Fuck no. You gotta follow you gotta vet on top of you gotta
Go.
everything. You gotta earn this shit. You gotta earn this shit. And then once you do that, you can actually have a high quality partner, right? But without that, you're gonna just get a girl like you did before. Who don't respect you, do that. Okay? So speaking of vetting a girl, if you want to understand how you can get a girl, the right way to get a girlfriend, I got something called the girlfriend.
Yeah.
It's completely free.
Right, go.
Look at the link in the chat, in the chat. Download the girlfriend game plan. This is how you get a high quality partner. $3,000. Somebody skip $1,000. Yeah, not even. Yeah.
I bet. That shit.
Girlfriend game plan is in the chat. At
Look
least,
at that juicy shit, bro.
you gotta say this
Sorry,
guy
juicy.
At least the Xavier Ward wasn't coming out trying to defend his chick was embarrassing.
I understand.
This man Travis Hunter, this girl out here doing God knows what in public defending her. At least Xavier had the decency and self-respect to say, I'm done. Tom Brady, right? You guys, anytime we talk about this, I ain't got to know about everything. Tom Brady's wife is the perfect example of a woman who doesn't understand the value of dealing with 1%. Women will always trying to fight for more percent. Right? So in Brady's case, Brady, in my opinion, Brady should never marry her. If you go back and look, she was dating a bunch of people before Brady. Brady decided to still come her. I wouldn't have done that. But she was with Brady for a long time. And the greatest football player ever. Seven Super Bowls. And let me come back there to me. You want this man to let go. You want you to let go of food. Exceptional for your drop. Come stay at home with you. When he's chasing his purpose.
Yeah.
Right? That's not the kind of woman that I want.
Yeah. So Tom Brady ex-wife. Selfish ass bitch.
Because she's trying to pull
that nigga was chasing his fucking legacy, his purpose.
Went to go settle for some jiu-jitsu fucking teacher.
His dream.
That don't make no fucking sense. So you left Tom Brady for
supposedly she was with hella niggas before she got with him.
You made you feel bad about yourself. And Tom Brady was chasing his purpose. Alright?
Soccer ballers.
These guys all have. If you're going to be a top 1%, you got to expect what happened to Tom Brady to also happen to you. No.
So they cold.
You got to expect that. You gotta expect that because if you're gonna be chasing your purpose, some of these women don't understand that this is a lifelong thing.
Let me get activated real quick. Shit.
Like that shit just craziness. All right. Let me see some super chats.
Super.
My main complex. Focus guy from your IG today. I'm thinking of running something around for remote aiming real recognition. I recommend a lot of things. Sales and marketing. Anything dealing with sales where you can jump in and sell for an offer. Seven figures as fast as possible. I lost everything.
Yeah.
For me, when I'm in great shape, I would just go back and be a personal trainer, and I'll run that shit back up. But let's say I didn't have a greatness. Let's say I was skinny and broke. Okay. What I would do is I would go do remote work. That could be a remote help desk worker. And then I would start back social media. That's what I would do. The remote help desk will give you around, then they pay around like 40K a year. But you're staying at home. So in that time, you got something to live on. But you could really learn a bunch of shit while you're at home. Okay? That's what I would do. And then you can get into sales, get into personal training, get into all type of shit. My man NCPK. I recently started working 14-hour days in the business. I just want the audience to know the motivation and the fun comes once you start winning. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Guys, I'm telling you, ain't no better fun than making 6 figures a month. The kind of dope you do, the kind of your balls gonna go. Your ticket gonna get 2 inches long. I promise you. The kind of the kind of shit that you experience when you start making some money, you like, what the fuck? Ain't nothing gonna give you that kind of thing. So you gotta chasing the wrong fun. You're chasing this instant gratification fun when you're in the clubs feeling good about yourself for a couple of hours. You see that fucking bank account, net money income you get, you got 50, 60, 100 bands for money. Bro, they start you gotta fucking
get them out of here.
The kind of energy you feel, man.
Yeah.
And that's when it gets addictive. Seeing $2 in the bank. I'm telling you. So don't let people fool you. Confuse you that going to clubs make you feel good. Winning makes you feel good. 100%. 100%. Hey, kid, what's your thoughts on making money just from Arab to TikTok? I'm not selling myself short by not having a good product to sell cheap, but with Arab, it's make a lot. You guys want to see how much YouTube is paying me the last year? You can make a lot of money.
Let's go. Beating one of the top teams. These niggas like on the top of the scoreboard right now. Yeah, they like number one in goals.
So you got you guys to take my advice more seriously. Let me go back to the video.
Oh yeah.
What do you want to see? Already those things in the last year.
Well, now,
Yes.
get him out of here, coach.
I'm gonna put it up right now.
Don't. Come on, team. Don't break down.
Let me put it up.
How much in there? Is it big?
Okay. All right, check this out.
Yeah. Where you get it from?
This is my YouTube dashboard. Over the last year.
Is it? Wait, is it? Cause I know coconut water is expensive. Damn. But like, is it cheaper to just get the coconut?
I got 192,000 more subs, 108 million views, watch time of 4 million.
See what's up, man. Shit.
If we look at all time,
Oh no, I ain't gonna eat it, but I'll drink the water. Shit.
lifetime,
I don't like the taste of coconut, but I like the water, and I'll fuck with the peanut. I'll fuck with the pina colada, coconut strips, boy. I remember in kindergarten. I didn't know what that shit was. Fuck, it was like a cake. I guess put that shit on it. I put that shit in my mouth. Now I'm threw up. Ugh. Fuck no. Like almond joy. I don't fucking in that almond joy bullshit. What is this? Yeah, this is my family thing. Yeah, hell yeah.
This is not. It's not.
In that thing, man.
It's good merch, but it's not all.
We in that thing.
It's not.
Fucking game 3.
It's not all that.
I remember we made it to the finals like back to back and lost them hoes. That shit was crazy.
Okay, like you can make money from YouTube, but it's not enough money, in my opinion, because the product and service that you can have scale from your audience is way more than what YouTube can give.
Oh, stress. God, yeah.
So that's just one time. If you build a personal brand, that's like YouTube money is like an icing on the cake, right? It's like, oh, yeah, you can do 20K this month. Yeah, just from doing what I was already doing. The real money comes from how you can leverage, right? How you can leverage your products and services to actually solve problems.
Goes to you.
So you also have to get some short just relying on YouTube. Just relying on YouTube. Listen, guys, all you guys can create a personal brand. All right? You can get this is what I'm telling you guys. This shit it takes a lot of work, but it's not impossible. If you've seen that amount of money on the site, so share it again. If you want this, if you want the possibilities, if you want to make 30K a month and in 3 months, all right, if you want YouTube to pay 6 figures alone in a year, you gotta do content the right way. It's not a joke. You have to create content that speaks to your audience and help you. Alright? And then you can scale it. We are most confident that if you want to take your personal brand to the next level, and you're tired of just guessing, you want to learn from somebody who gets paid by, but that's just YouTube. That's just YouTube. If you want to learn somebody that gets paid 6 figures alone from just one platform, I can teach you how to scale your personal brand, right? And start to make money from the social platform. Okay? If you like some help, you ready to put in some work, hit the link in the chat. look up people off. These fucking up. These other creators that are really doing well. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna tell you, they have creators who make way more. They making that shit a fun. But what I don't like is that they're not transparent. They're not gonna tell you, hey guys, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. They'll come after me. And I'm trying to teach you guys how to actually make money. Instead of creating a bigger gap, I'm trying to bring as many people closer and closer. So we can, because if you get rich, if you make money, if you have financial freedom, yes, you're gonna compensate me for helping. Right? Yes. But there's a win-win. So if I can help more people be more financially free, why not? I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, oh yeah, this, because, you still here, you motherfuckers go here making videos, talking shit. Oh, remember the video? I'm not gonna call you man, but you can say, I told guys that making 50 million per me saying that is outrageous. But these motherfuckers are making more than that, making the videos. They're making the videos that they're telling you.
Push, baby, push. Hell yeah, man. Fucking go.
Telling you, oh no, you had experience in every industry. Yeah, look, this is outrageous. It's crazy. They gonna make that same money in the same video. And don't even tell you motherfuckers. If you want them, you gonna be a at least I'm trying to tell you and show you it's possible.
Yep.
And why not you, bro? So if you would like to know, you want to take your business to the next level, take your life to the next level, hit the link in the chat. Look what we thought. Let's start to help. Is it okay? You don't want to settle, guys. This is the year. This is the year. You're not caution, you guys. You guys want to trust God. Maybe that's what it is. Is that what it is? I don't want to come across like I'm always trying to be as humble as possible. But maybe people don't believe me when I'm talking about the money that I'm talking about. Maybe I'm just making it up. Maybe I'm just making it up. Really? You know, guessing. Maybe that's what it is. I think I'm just making it up.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm like, yeah. Yeah, well, maybe something about it. Yes, it's just made up around them. Okay. Anyway, don't sell yourself short only relying on YouTube revenue. Okay? Don't sell yourself short. You can scale YouTube revenue if you like. Quick. That could be quick. Alright. 17, earnings is crazy. You guys 18, we're rich and fat. Now, the money I'm going to drop right back at your advice.
I got a nice game.
Go hard, man.
Shit, at least it's just out of 3.
Go
Yeah,
hard.
man.
You got to focus.
Yeah.
We got this is the time to build this guy. You can take this time to be better, get ahead. And I'm telling you, the shit you saw impressive. I'm telling you, you can wait for it. That's I know my brother. I told
Shut
you
your
that
ass up.
I have students.
I ain't even need to be doing
Oh,
that. Knowing we lost.
I'm money. I know motherfuckers right now. They come. Drops every day. $1 million a month. Motherfuckers, oh, everybody's trying to scam you. Yes, you need to be careful who you listen to advice. But if you let these motherfuckers convince you that it's not possible, you will never do it. You will never believe that you ain't put in the work to get that kind of money. I'm telling you, man. Yes, I have students making more money than me. Yes, 100%. I ain't making $1 million a month. but it's you gotta find a vehicle that gives you extreme leverage. And with social media, you can definitely do that.
Push, baby, push.
Okay, what's your thoughts on the late Kevin Samuels? Amazing person, man. Too bad, too sad that he went away too soon. All right, I felt like he had a lot more value to give the world, but that's life. It's unfortunate.
Wow. 1938.
I appreciate you bringing the super chats. You got it, man. I'm gonna try to help people who want to be helped. It's your faith to make 10K a month. I said, look, I get into a permanent. I want to go out to an apartment that costs 4.5K with everything included. It's a high-rise apartment late. It's 50% of it. Hell yes. You fucking see up here. When you go to rent, oh, yeah. Hell. Hell. Why would you stay in Texas?
Oh, damn. It's gonna get.
I would start off in Texas, go to like Austin or Dallas. Get you an apartment that's a nice apartment, high rise as well. You get no stadium, 1,600 2 beds apartment. You can put in the rest of your way to learn some shit to make more money. Don't be a people who get your money. Making money is not easy. Any dollar that somebody gives you gotta make YouTube revenue. They spend time on this shit. That's what you do. I spend your time on it. So, like, you can doesn't mean that you don't have expenses. A lot of expenses. Don't stop being the other fucking
Shit, you got I ain't gonna do shit. Oh.
Still, Michael because I would not work on a course unless you have an audience. I would not do that. Yep. Stop the board on the course with no audience.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Back on the board.
I do have audience. If you already have an audience and want to scud on, hit me up. Give a call. Hi guys, that's it for today. Before I head out of here, if you're looking to take your life to the next level, maximize all areas of your life, right? You're ready to be exceptional. You're tired of being mediocre. All right? Before I head out of here, put the link in the chat. Look for private coaching. You gotta want to take your business to the next level. You want to learn from somebody who's been doing it. All right? You want to get your dating life to the next level. Click the link in the chat and book a free call. Okay? I get back to you guys next time. Peace.
Oh, pretty good. Oh shit, you could have made them. Open neck. Yeah. Go. Go in the dirt. Oh yeah. Oh, it's good.
A lot of people tell me you finally explain trading in a way I can understand. Then they start seeing profit. The reason behind this is simple. I'm not your typical Wall Street stockman. I'm a full-time trader on a mission to help you learn how to trade. My name is Jordan, founder of Freedom Team Trading. We instruct you are a verified trader for true. You trade through the 2-minute intraday chart. Many would hear that and say, whoa, that's good.
And I'd say on the smallest time frames, sometimes small is the most edge. And
the longer the time frame you go out, the less edge you have. What kind of size you throw them up to? They used to make hundreds of thousands. I mean, there's going to be some headline where you can make $1 million plus. My experience working with a lot of traders, and I would say I've probably worked with 200, 250 plus traders at this point. I've not seen anyone that matches the edge of shorter time frame traders. In this episode of the Weight of the CPT, we have Lance Brightstein, a verified 8-figure trader who wrote their trilogy, one of the longest standing prop firms, where he broke multiple all-time profit records. He led their Chicago office for years and trained several classes of traders. Known for transforming traders from good to great and elevating those who are great to elite. He is currently an advisor to prestigious S&P Capital and the founder of Impact Competition. Lance shares how he made millions from the 2-minute intraday chart, how to find edge in different markets, and how elite traders are
And no GGs.
Welcome to another podcast episode of the Way of the CPT, the Consistently Profitable Trader. We have a very, very special guest today with us. We have Lance Brightstein. Thanks for joining. If you've been following the channel and the podcast, you know I always start off with a quote.
Wow, fuck that. Oh yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Oh. Damn, I gotta take a fucking pistol. Hold on. Got another one. Good. Yeah, I don't know. Shit. These bad be helping. Oh. probably go. Yeah, somebody here. First game was a fluke. Yeah. I'm gonna take a piss real quick. Be right back. Yeah, shit. Get him out of here, coach. And they forfeited. Yeah. Get him going. Oh, we in that shit, man. We in that shit. Ooh.
One thing I'm curious to know too is that how do you handle emotional scaling up in terms of your withdrawals, right?
Damn, the disrespect
that like
is
an
crazy.
automatic process, like you just got used to it after a while, or was it like, okay, I've been hitting this certain for so long, let me try to scale my lot size up, or was it like literally just okay, like this is a trade. I see it.
Shit on.
It will be out of big day. Because for me personally, I just want to show out that I've had some good days, right? So like what's a good day? Okay, yeah. So for me, like a 3 to 5K day, okay, right? But my goal is that 10K a day. Like I want to hit 5 figures in a day. I've been so I mean, but like, what are you trading? Like, so I trade AU, I trade a USD share, Euro USD, and sometimes I dabble with G. Okay, so for one, all the pure stuff. Look, yeah. So AU is my starting here. Mm-hmm. Obviously, so bits to have on AU, 20 bits. It doesn't make sense, right? You're paying with the still.
It's fucking gold. Look at that.
Sporadic. Very, very sporadic.
What's up, this? Yeah, what time? Oh, it's 5:52. Yeah, damn.
AU, I played for the entire year. I'm like consistent, and then I went to.
At least one of my last
So
one.
I would personally say I would recommend you look into UJFE because that year is a little bit faster, gives you a little bit more on the So the same amount of effort that you have to put in with AU to analyze AU and GU and that kind of stuff, you can put that same amount of effort into UJ. So like I said on like this webinar that I did last night, like I had said, it's not that you're a bad trader, but sometimes you're just trading the wrong pair. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like you could be doing okay at one pair, but then you go over to the next pair, then you're doing insane. You know what I'm saying? Because even like whenever I transition into the A to the UJ to I think GJ or XRP, then XRP to gold and gold to USDC. Over time, you have to kind of like make that transition, like, you know, get on the trade a little bit faster. And I feel like that's very, very important to actually time it, because if you don't time it right, then you will find yourself like in like on a slow period for a couple of years when you could have been making a lot more money, you know, analyzing the next period. Yeah. So I'm very, very big on trying to force yourself to level up. Even if you're making like 5K days, like 5K days with one trade, or
Yeah, just one trade with multiple positions.
okay, yeah, like one trade setup, so yeah, multiple trades. So like that same concept with different pairs, that can make you that same game. But then, like, you kind of can do that with AUs. It's not going to be happening sometime soon, but there's not really too much room on AUs. Like, I can actually get it happening. What kind of you might have to actually scale spots. Yeah. You might have to scale up a little bit more, or you can scale up a bit more position and you can get that 10K. But, like I said, applying that same effort to a different pair, that can make you that 10K. Okay. Now then,
So Mike, you were still against years.
but you're not doing it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When you get to that point, with US 30, like the same amount of effort, and I realized the same amount of effort that I was using to analyze gold, and after at that point, I was hitting like a 50K day to go hit my first 100K day on the gold. So now, like, with that same effort that I was analyzing gold on 30, and I was making 200K day. You know what I'm saying? Like that same effort. So it's not like you're.
I'm sorry.
At times, it's just barely trading. You actually, you know, work that barely. Like at times, like 5K is really good for 80, but that 10K trade can easily be done on a very. So I wouldn't. So gold wise, I don't recommend it. If you're staying with one pair for too long, then you don't really know that. Yeah. It's
You've seen
big
it.
on yeah.
So you've seen it grow
Oh, okay. Pop down.
based on the instruments you
Yeah,
got traded.
100%. Like I hit my prime on 80, like record fast and everything. I'll show you the free stuff. 80 after 2015, 2014. Like I was hitting those 5K days, 8K days, and that kind of stuff. On 80, like it's very, very fun. I'm outside. And then with UJ's my biggest days were a 30K week. Cool. That was my set up over it. XRP was 74,000 from 1,000 a week on XRP.
Good.
For that, again, 100K day trade on gold. Right? And obviously, I have like the 450,000 trade on US trade. So it's kind of like all those periods pretty much, I'm still putting the same effort. So if we compare with them instantly, to actually give me the kind of payout that I'm expecting with the same amount of work. So like that one switch changes everything. Wow. Like you never realize that. Like those milestones are so close because you're on fairly. I mean,
That's good advice, though.
I mean, the great advice is not good.
Yeah.
I'm telling you from experience. Yeah. Like that's like that one switch can actually make you those milestones a lot sooner than you can even expect. You have to actually be able to scale it a bit harder. You know what I'm saying? Like learn on how to actually scale it correctly. Because some people don't even know how to actually put it in the position. You know what I'm saying? Like all that to the point that you can actually scale the account really soon and not feel like you're overlapping.
Yeah. So when you're scaling, I heard you mention before, you put your biggest lot size on last, or you put your biggest lot size on first.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking go.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you how I went. Yeah.
You just see the concept. Okay. That goes down. On top. Okay.
So this is the same.
There's a 2 line. Every other thing is the 1 line. Correct. The heaviest, that pretty much makes the entire trade. That can handle the entire trade. Correct. When you put the heaviest on the bottom, the one you pull back in, that's until you're market. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So like you can make the highest, the heaviest lot size on like the best trade position. At that point, it pretty much handles the entire trade. So if you do want to scale it,
Let's go. Fucking game 3.
Also, you can also handle all the
Champion hits, man. Let's go. Joints and dudes.
You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, like it's always the heaviest on top because that pretty much controls the entire trade. I love it. But that
omnipotent Mazu. What type of shit is this? God sus.
Lot size, you know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much
We're
like
down bad, I see.
it's pinpointed based on like how precise can you get to the point that you feel comfortable with even putting that bigger lot size, but then, you know, scaling after that with a smaller lot size. I love it. Yeah, I love it.
So I love this right here because it's a teaching moment.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, you with me. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Process like so I probably did looking like inside the cruise, like prison cruise, but this like cruise came back to Miami, got off the port, was good, stayed here, came in on a plane, went here, just like with my friends, got married, I met my sister, and you know, we had immigrant parents. Technically, it's one other country that don't speak the language. My parents speak that's the language, very good English. You don't have to start a whole new life here. So I'd say my upbringing from, I'd say like childhood until about 10 years old, everything was parents kind of building a foundation, creating stuff to be able to give us a good life. And then when I was about 10, 12, my dad started a business, like team, he did like food and stuff for old people. And then that we did well, let's say 12 to like 17, 18, very happy with that part. We all had iPhones, they gave me a car for my birthday, I was 16 or 17. They would, you know, go out once plus the weekend. It was very normal. You know what I mean? We were not poor. We weren't, you know, in luxury cars. We had good. The upbringing was good. I didn't have any luxuries, but I could definitely say that it was different from other people compared to like lower class or different to like yeah. Gotcha. So, what was high school like? Did you have plans for college? Were you doing everything? Or
these niggas stay pushing.
Like, what you like? Yeah, so I mean, high school was, that went to high school was the best high school, just because there's like one all the way out west. Braddock, yeah, so I went to Southwest. So Braddock and Southwest were kind of like, yeah. So I went to Braddock, so I mean, high school was very good. So we skip school all day, really good. Actually, junior year, I almost didn't like pass. I go to summer school, but I made it through with like 7, like very fast for the year, grade. And then on senior year, I got work experience. I started Dunkin' Donuts in the summer, and then I used Dunkin' Donuts to get work experience. Right? You guys have work experience?
They had it, but
oh yeah. I was really still with them. I was out.
that's what's up.
Yeah. All right, so you were doing like what, like one class? One classes a day. I was one, the second one I beat.
Wow.
I was never really.
That's fucking bullshit.
I was the freshman sophomore year. I was there smoking weed, skipping all the time, and then junior senior year, working. So I was never big on school. I did go to college. You know, my parents, they have a degree from Cuba, and they kind of forced that onto me. They're like, you have to go to somebody stay here with us, like you gotta go do something. And I went today to go study criminal justice. Come on, yeah, that's like, okay, I'll just do that. Yeah, I'll be like, two of my cousins are cops. Okay, so big shout out to them.
Got time.
And I went to go study. But then pretty much when I went to go study the criminal justice, I just thought, was very strict. And I pretty much failed my classes the first 2-3 weeks. I thought it was high school. Something on the board. So I pretty much dropped out, and I was reminding my parents that I was talking. So when the trading came in, trading came in pretty much as soon as I graduated high school, like that same summer, where you're kind of like, what do you do? At the same time, I was going to college. I knew that's not what I wanted to do, but I didn't want to make money on my right? So there was different ways. I tried the Airbnb, short-term rental, like I tried Amazon dropshipping, go to stores, tried stocks. And at the same time that I'm starting like the stocks, I was at the campus every day because I had to I was sharing locations with my parents and I wanted to make sure because they found out I was a quarter school. So I was sharing locations with them like, yeah, we're going to school, but I was at the campus.
You got a mix.
Like, figure it out. Like the outside area, where the kids come check, and then, you know, one day some guy comes to me, friend of mine, he's like, yo, I was looking at the stocks or whatever, looking at YouTube videos, and he's like, yo, come to this event, I trade boards.
Oh, got some life.
So I went to an ML event, and then I played basketball. Yeah, like selling that dream, bro. I went into that room that they would do those seminars, and they would just sell you get out of it, but they didn't let me walk out. Right? Wow. Yeah, they were really, really hard. But you know what? Shout out to them because if they're not good for them, I would not get into the stocks. I would probably, you know, gone to stocks and I'd probably be trading options right now or futures. Yeah. I always give them credit for this, but yeah, you know, it's just like everything. Okay, so what did the process look like once you got used to trading to actually saying, okay, this MLM company is not the route for me, but I see a potential here. I need to learn. It's like, what was the learning process like? So I probably did for that part like 2 months. No, you didn't last long at all. I was in the mix of learning on my own, going to events. Every single time we were going to events, I think they were doing like once or twice a week at FIU. Yeah, you know, our contacts together, like people to come to this event. It was like that for about a month and a half. When I came to like week 6, there was no event, and there was a mastermind on trading. Yeah. Went into one of those FIU classes, snuck in. These guys went to step up. So snuck in and popped in their room that they got from the school. Are you serious? Yeah. There were some times where we would get shut down in the middle of the event. We have to get kicked out and they sneak into another room. Like, that's the group. But basically, one of these rooms that they rented out, they're like, all right, cool. So get 100 of your contacts, put them down on a piece of paper, name, the phone, email, and phone card.
Win game 3. Don't fuck game 3. We gotta win game 3 now. Yeah.
Surrounded by sharks,
fucking good.
Good. You know, it's not like 20.
These make the best
game.
game.
Like the third one, it was like awkward. I'm like, oh, no. But then there, I just started
Let's get them.
What is Forex compared to stocks and options, and then I realized it's a lot better because, you know, leverage, it's more accessible. You can start with less, start with 5. You can, you know, crypto. So that's where I kind of started diving into it. So just figuring out you got to get into making mistakes, just figuring it out.
So you are a product of university. It does work, right?
Think about it. Anything that you need to learn, anything, just like 2 YouTube videos, you're becoming like a somewhat intermediate of the topic. You watch a couple YouTube videos, you know about the topic. They say you know nothing about Android, like the new Android. You watch 2 or 3 videos, you know more about it than the person that bought it at the store. Sure. YouTube University is definitely.
Yeah. So you're watching YouTube videos, or you're reading books, buying courses, internship, or anything like that?
Yeah, so I was never good at school, so the whole reading the book thing, that was not for me, because I was a certain person when I started to entertain this whole topic about trading, right? I was just weed, not the best people, like still being a kid. I'm 18, 19, I'm still just being young, not giving it 100%, going out, just being retail, right? And my mindset was not being there. So I guess after knowing a lot of my accounts, going through a lot of challenges, that's where I'm going to go. I just have to turn to a different person. Just fit the person that I am right now, it's just not going to make any sense with what trading is going on right now.
Yeah.
So I slowly started to develop into a different person. And that's where I started believing in buying and going from somebody and started believing like, all right, I have to actually watch the whole video and take notes down. So I just watch a video, I'm like, all right, cool, got it, now I want to figure it out.
Okay. I was about to say, bro. I was about to say. God.
Signal everybody try to take a limit at the same time. Because, you know,
Yeah.
I definitely did all of it, but I wasn't the person that I was at the beginning, or was I the same person in the middle, or you changed the person up.
Yeah. So when did you start hitting? Working at Dunkin' Donuts at this time, right? And you're buying the course, you study.
I'm just trying to get it down a little bit, right?
I talk a lot about the how, right? Where as you're making these investments, as you're studying, little nuggets start to hit home, right? So at what point did you see a breakthrough where you made like a significant amount of money?
Let's go. Let's go.
Not something.
I mean,
Bring it home. Bring it home.
So the first aha moment, I think I'm about a year and a half into the journey, and I'm I know what's going on. I know it's gonna go up, or I know it's gonna go down. Kind of figuring out when I can get it. And it probably like 2 months after that, I started actually just predicting trades. I wasn't making money, but I, mark up a zone, mark up a break and retest, and work out. It would shit. So the goats working. And this is where I thought one vision was that he was going to analyze my trading, fix everything, exactly what I was supposed to. And I, was holding that for a while. I'm like, yo, I'm not ready. I got paid for it, but I'm like, yo, I'm not ready for it. Give me like another 2 months. This is probably where I'm like a year and 8 months, year and 10 months, about 2 years into my business.
Yeah.
And I kept doing the same thing. I kept predicting all these moves, but I wasn't making any money. So I was like, what's going wrong? I'm predicting the move, but I'm not making money. You know what I mean? Like let's say you're shooting shots, you're making them, but it's not counting. What's going on? You know what, bro? Wait, let's get on this one. And this dude literally looked at everything that I said, gave me a cool, type form, looked at everything, and like, alright, bro, now I'm ready for this. Like, it's about to drop. Bro, I paid you $1,000 for you to just come in and do risk management. Bro, like, it's scam, you know what I mean? Put my money, like, this makes no sense. And that was, I guess, a naive thing for me, because I didn't want to accept the fact that I had to use risk management in order to make this a business and be able to succeed in it. So that's, where I got humbled by the market, probably like another 2-3 weeks, and that's where I had my out. So it's a percentage thing, and that's where we just started clicking. And then, crazy enough, 2 months after that, we were halfway through the journey, we were having a big payout of $30K. And then at that time, it was like, all right, Asian guy, sorry, brother. No, you're right. So that basically made the always lost the everything worth it, and I quit the job from there because I think it's like 28K, 30K. That was pretty much enough to cover my payments for almost like a year, my monthly payments. That's where I just went full time. That's where everything started.
I love it. So you're alive, being a partner trader.
Yeah.
Got that payout. Was able to take on the responsibility, the lifestyle stuff, just focus on okay, let's just trade. I love that. So now, over the course of the next few years, what was that transition to like now your capital, your trading, your consistency from there? Like how was life after that?
So I'd say probably for maybe a year, so about 3 years. I'm consistently making profits. I'm being not only more confident in myself, but I'm getting better with my strategy. Now that I'm confident, I'm making money, I'm making smaller stop loss, hard to take profit, more set and forget. That's where the whole set and forget thing came out, but
God damn. Shit. Fuck. God. Please. God. Fuck. Oh my goodness.
Learned a lot from me, and then basically
Bro, my damn all gonna say it.
I learned a lot from
Corey got so much handle on it.
business, because obviously the education side there is
Let's go. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. God, I'm gonna get high as fuck. Hell yeah. GG's, bro. God damn. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and record that.
almost like a
Take it to the
comfort zone. And I'm
archive.
not scared to say this. People are like, move progress.
Well, Kempton has recorded the whole turn.